Hey everyone! So first I need to apologize for the lighting and my hair. I'm filming this at night, so there's no light from my windows. I don't know if I can edit it to make it better. And I take a shower after I did yoga, because usually I do these after I come home from class, but I'm going to pick up my boyfriend, which I'm super excited about, which is why I'm filming this today and not like tomorrow in the day, because I haven't seen him since we got together in Abu Dhabi in July, and this is the first time we're living in the same time zone for the last 2 years. So I'm like super duper excited, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to film a video, at least without him laughing at me, probably. So I wanted to get this done in case I don't do anything this weekend. Though, I mean, I've been doing a video like every day this week. Probably will stop doing that. I wanted to like have some stuff so people could kind of get into my channel and whatnot. I'll still try and do a lot because I love books, but we'll see how many and like what my schedule will be. On to the important stuff. Today I'm going to do my October that I finished, can't think of a word right now, finished books, and then my November TBR. So actually we'll do my wrap up. That's the word, wrap up. My wrap up. Actually, it's not even these books, because I discovered the library again. So in India, don't really have libraries, not that I knew of. So I couldn't get a lot of books, especially not for free. And where I lived before wasn't really close to one. I didn't have a car, but I'm like 3 blocks from the library, so I go there all the time now. I'm going there this weekend. So a lot of the books, I don't own their library books, but I still read them. First book I read was library book, Bitterblue by Kristen Kishore. I'll do one of the things here, maybe here. And it's the third book in the Graceling series. Second book, If You Think Fire is a Companion. It took me a little while to get into Bitterblue, because I don't know how I really liked Bitterblue as a character. She doesn't have magic, but I gotta say that the other like supporting characters, the new characters that you're introduced to, I really like them. And so they kind of kept me engaged, and the story got really interesting. I think it was a pretty long book. Maybe it could have been shorter, but it turned out good, and I'm obviously happy I read it. Then I finished the matched trilogy, books 2 and 3, Reached and Crossed by Ali Condi. I really didn't like really strong, but I didn't really like the first book, Matched, because it took basically 2 of my almost all-time favorite books and kind of put them together. That's The Giver and Fahrenheit 451. That's what the book felt like to me, and it was like, okay, this has been done before, like this is not new. But I was like, I have a problem with like not finishing series, especially trilogies, because they're usually pretty easy, and I was like, let's see where this goes. I know people like it. So I read 2 and 3, and it veered away enough from like The Giver, Fahrenheit 451, enough where I could like distinguish it in my mind as not relying solely on those series, those 2 books. So I ended up liking, I didn't feel like it was a strong love triangle, because like it's obvious who's gonna end up together, pretty much. Like, I don't think there's really a question about it. But I ended up liking kind of what happened. I'm not surprised with what happened. Maybe I was a little surprised with the ending. Maybe I didn't fully call it, but I wasn't totally surprised. You know, good guys you think are good turn out to be not so good. Probably not spoiled it for anyone. I don't know. Sorry we spoiled it. But it was pretty good. The first book in the Shatter Me series, Shatter Me, by Tureya Mafi. I didn't really like it. I liked the first part of the book, like when she's in the mental hospital, but then I just got like super annoyed by the writing style. Like, there are things that exist that aren't run-on sentences. And like I got it at the beginning because like she's in a mental hospital and she has to talk to someone in like a couple years or something. Like, it's insane. I get that, but like, I don't know. Shouldn't she change and develop? Just the writing style didn't sit well with me, and I wasn't like particularly engaged in the romance and the magic and stuff. I mean, it got like superhero-y at the end, so like, I don't know if I should read the second one. I don't know if I'll finish it. Then I read Red Queen by Victoria Avard. I liked it, I think. Like, it's one of those where it's like, okay, I'll finish the series. So book 2 is actually on my TBR. I'm getting it from the library this weekend. I liked it. I did call what happened. Like, as I was reading it, I was like, maybe you shouldn't trust him, but you are. Maybe I'm just not trusting enough. Maybe she's too naive. It wasn't like super frustrating, but I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what's gonna happen. And then it happened. But I'm glad the like really cheesy thing that is about to happen at the end doesn't really happen. Like, that's true to life. So we'll see how the rest plays out. Then I read How to Hang a Witch by Adriana Mather. Yeah, it was okay. It was like what would you call it? Like an urban fantasy, I guess, like a contemporary witchy, takes place in nowadays. Again, there's like a love triangle, but one's with a ghost. I liked the ghost. He was probably my favorite character. I can't remember his name right now. I didn't write it down. I liked him. The mystery like was interesting. I did not call it right. I thought it was gonna be someone else. And it's a little sad what happens. But like, there are certain reactions that happen in the book that I'm like, shouldn't something else happen? Like, shouldn't that be a stronger reaction? But it was okay. I think she's turning it into a series. I'm not sure if I'll read another. Maybe not. I have Happily Ever After by Kara Cass. This is like all of the novellas. So I feel like a little bit like I'm cheating because I read 4 of these when I first read the whole series. So there's only like a couple pages in here that I hadn't read, like 2 of the novellas, but I read them. I don't know if like I've changed since the writing, but I was like kind of disappointed with the there's like a little thing that happens. It's after the one, so after the last book of the selection series, book 3, and it was like I wanted more, but I don't know, America felt like kind of silly to me. I don't know. I did like the Celeste part because Celeste was such a good character in the book, and I really liked how her story ended, but then like it was really sad. So I wish that like she almost had a lot more of the Celeste part in the book. I just finished Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I liked it. I thought it was super cute. Just cute. I feel like Rainbow Rowell's books just like take you to a happy place. They take me to a happy place. Like, obviously it's Harry Potter. Like, don't read Carry On without reading Fangirl. I feel like that you have to read Fangirl and then you read Carry On. And I really liked the idea that like I was imagining Rainbow Rowell as Kath writing this, and that just kind of like, it's so meta. It's like Bookception, right? So but I liked Simon and I can't remember his name right now. Basilton. But it was cute. I recommend it. I read 3 Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. This was the October book for Owl Crate. I didn't really like it. I mean, I did and I didn't. Like, so the last 50 or like 75 pages are really intense and they're really good, but up until there I think the pacing's just off, and I kind of called what happened at the end. Like, to me it's like shouldn't someone have checked that a while ago? It was okay, and like I'm gonna continue the series because I want to see how it ends. And I knew it was gonna not be a standalone book when I was reading it, because the whole time I was like, how's it gonna end? How's this gonna end? And like, you know, it's not gonna end in this many pages. But it's almost worth it just for the last 75 pages. I just feel like the pacing could have been better. Like, maybe don't extend it to a trilogy. Maybe it could have been a longer standalone book. And I read Stars Above by Marissa Mayer. This is a bunch of novellas, and I love Lunar Chronicles, and I think seeing like a bunch of their origin stories just really adds to the story. I feel like this was just really well done, and the wedding at the end was just so cute. I really hope they like turn this into a movie series or something, because I fell in love with the Lunar Chronicles, and I recommend them to pretty much everyone I know. I think it's just a fantastic idea, and I just really enjoyed it, so that was a lot of fun. So now on to my TBR. That was actually a lot of books I read in October. So I don't know if this should count as on my TBR for November or on my wrap up for October, because I'm like halfway through it. This is Unspoken by Sarah Reese Brennan. It was published in like 2012. I was walking through the library. I liked the cover. I liked the synopsis, and so I picked it up. So it follows Cammie Glass, and she has like an imaginary friend that she thinks in her head. She can talk to him and he responds, right? And everyone thinks she's kind of crazy, but she's really feisty and she's like super sassy. This book, like, I have busted out laughing a couple times, like actually out loud laughing. This is just really witty. It's a British novel, or at least it's set in a place called Sorry in the Vale, which is at a real place in England. Tamora Pierce has a thing on the back, and Cassandra Clare. So like, it's recommended by good authors. It's book 1, so it must be a continuing series. So I'm interested to see like how I like the rest of it and how it turns out. I'd like to read Trial by Fire. It looks pretty like thin, so I think I can read it pretty fast. Again, magic. This was in my October book haul. Winter's Curse by Maria Rutkowski. I want to read this because I really hope I like the series, because it's a series that I wanted to read for a while, and I hope I like it and I can keep, you know, reading the rest. Number 2 is on its way and will be included probably in my November book haul. Vassa In the Night. Oh, I guess this was the October. I'm sorry. I think Three Dark Crowns was the September book of the month for Owl Crate. Vassa In the Night is the October Owl Crate book. So I'd like to read this. Again, thinner, so I think it should be pretty fast and outside of anything I've read. So, and I'd like to read The Glittering Court by Rochelle Mead. I don't know what this is about, but the cover looks super pretty. And I have to say, this is one of my favorite Instagram posts of mine, because I have flowers that like match this perfectly, and I put pearls on it. It's just, I thought it was a really great picture. So I'm interested to see like where this goes. And Truthwitch by Susan Dennard. Magic, powerful female. I think it'll be good. I hope it's good. I hate books that have like really amazing covers and then are just like super disappointing. That like makes me angrier than nothing else. I'm not saying this could be great. I don't know yet. I hope it's great. But like, I think that's one of the things that bothers me most, because though I'm sure the publisher's happy because I bought the book by the cover and they got their money, but that pisses me off. Like, don't waste all this effort on this awesome cover and it not be an awesome book. Let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought about them. Some of them are pretty old, I think, so you very well might have. I'm late on the train. And if you read any of the books I read in October, what your thoughts were. I also do written reviews on my WordPress site, so I'll link below and you can check them out and comment there, comment here. But yeah, okay, see ya.